recent political happenings that made the headlines and we thought might be worth just a few minutes to talk about them. This is Dr. David D. Shine for the special edition of Saving America. 5 million people reportedly watched the DeSantis Newsom debate the other night. I caught a bit of it, but given the predetermined outcome and the ridiculous yelling at each other, I had to turn it off. So it came out just like I was expecting based on all of the press reports. The consensus seems to be that neither will be the presidential candidate in 2024. Gee, folks, I could have told you that before they even scheduled this mess. First, Sean Hannity seems like a nice guy. He has a high profile in conservative radio and TV. Other than that, he will never be Rush Limbaugh, not even close, nor is he God's gifts to being a moderator. He earned 3 out of 5 stars for the night, trying to moderate two guys who probably should have done it with boxing gloves and not words. Second, California is a ludicrously failed state. The only politician lower on the performance scale is Joe Biden, who has a national and international responsibility that he is failing. On every index, Florida is better than California. Hey, and they both have nice beaches. Why even have a pretend debate? Third, the only consistent report that I heard is that Slick Willie Newsom look more presidential than DeSantis. Gee, why do I care? The other recent big political story was throwing George Santos out of Congress. This was a terrible blow as the GOP only has a 4-vote majority. They now have a 3-vote majority, and the scumball governor of New York is likely to appoint an interim whack leftist to the position until a regular election is held. Now, the GOP in Long Island, which has been surging, promises to fill the position permanently, or at least through the next election cycle, with a GOP candidate. Hopefully, they'll do a better job than they did this time. On the other hand, given the scallywags and outright crooks serving in both houses of Congress, rather amazing that he is only the 6th one to have been tossed out, other than Confederate sympathizers and real hardcore con artists. Folks, it's time to have background checks to be on the primary ballot. Right now, pay your fee and you're a candidate for the party. Gee, how exciting. This is a stupid system. In the old days, when I first became, sensitive to politics when I was in college, you worked your way up from volunteer to precinct chair. The party regulars knew who you were. And while the crooks did get through the system occasionally, there was at least a hope that someone really crooked would not get through the system. America needs a much better representation across the board. Let's encourage all Americans to get more involved in the system. Let's insist on honest and committed folks and try not to have the positions for sale. This is Dr. David D. Shine. Thanks for joining us for the special edition of Saving America. We always welcome your feedback. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.